Arsenal are set to announce their first signing of the season, and this is going to be the Brazilian who goes by names of Marquinhos, all the way from Sao Paulo. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani Media or Rokani David onto this channel. Remember, if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. Smash it, guys, smash it, and after smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. It looks like Arsenal fans are really so much amazed amidst the agony that they really went through all tragedy in the previous two games, being beaten by Spurs and losing to Newcastle. I will believe that it never did them well, but I will believe that that has not stopped the board of Arsenal and the manager who goes by names of Mikel Arteta to coming through and address the issues that have really failed Arsenal to go on and clinch the fourth position of the Premier League table of 2021-2022, because we all know that the reason as to why Arsenal have really failed to go into the Champions League spots is because they never had enough squad depth. It was really narrow. Their squad was narrow, and when you look at people like Bukayo Saka, they reached an extent when their returns were nowhere to be seen. Now today, we had a breakout story from a man who goes by names of Charles Schwartz. Remember, he is really for a side which goes by names of Goal in there for you. He came out and said this. Charles Schwartz has come out and said Arsenal are set to complete their first signing as they close in on a move for Marquinhos. The 19-year-old flew in England on Thursday and visited the club's London Colney training centre to put finishing touches on the deal and will now undergo medical. That means this lad is undergoing a medical at a side which goes by names of Arsenal, something that is just has to excite all Arsenal fans all over the world, because I really looked at him in certain games and his clips on YouTube. I really believe that he's one for the future, but you never know. He might hit the ground running, because he's going to come into a club where he's going to have a welcoming atmosphere with fellow Brazilians like Martinelli and Gabriel Magalhaes being one of the notables into that team. And I really believe that he's not going to walk into a wonderland. He's already has a welcoming space. By the way, this is something that Manchester United used to do, that when they signed a player like from Brazil, they asked him that amidst your family that you're going to move with in Manchester, tell us close to other 10 individuals that all your friends that really matter in your life, that you don't want to live in Brazil, they're really going to make your atmosphere conducive in there. And this is what Manchester United usually do. That's why you saw most players on the field of play dying in, playing in, and putting up spirited fights each and every game, because they know that each and every time they don't show up on the field of play, that means even the entourage of close to 20 people he came with from his country to this country where he is are really going to be affected in there for you. So Arsenal fans shouldn't worry about Marquinhos, that he won't really feel at home, because he already has his fellow Brazil mates in there. And by the way, Arsenal is also closing a deal for Gabriel Jesus. That means Arsenal will be having a crop of 4 Brazilian players that are really going to make the atmosphere conducive for the lad who goes by the names of Marquinhos. But it's good news in there for you. I really salute Arsenal and the board on going in for these early signings in there for you, because it's better before you go in for your transfer or for your preseason training starting on 1st July for every team mostly, to have made all your signings and have them available in there for you. And I don't believe that Arsenal will go in and really do what he did last season in there for you, that they signed like Tomiyasu on the D-Day, they go in for Ramsdale in there. I really believe that they're really going to go in and get in players as soon as possible, because they've known that we have been let down by the amount of players that we had. We only had a first 11 and we never had players that could match these other players in there for you that Arsenal was playing in here onto our channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media. But Marquinhos is a good signing. He is undergoing his medical right now at a side which goes by names of Colney in Arsenal in London. And when he passes the medical, we'll be here coming out and letting you know the results that have really counted or come out of the medical in there. You know us here onto the Rokani Media Football. You know what we do, especially in transfers. We bring you news that is really legit in there for you. Even another man who goes by names of Ryan Taylor has come out and confirmed this deal in there for you and this medical that is undergoing at Conley in there for you. He has come out and said, as reported by Charles Schwartz is from goal correspondent for Arsenal. Sao Paulo winger Marquinhos now in London to complete his Arsenal move on a 5-year deal. He's expected to watch the final PL fixture versus Everton from stands on Sunday after meeting new teammates yesterday. Fee around £3 million have been agreed. Now, Ryan Taylor, as you see there, Ryan Taylor is a sports journalist, Daily Express and Rich PL Nationals reporting on football and boxing. Column Taylor Tuesday in there. That is the lad in there for you who is a football journalist from Daily Express in there for you. And he has told us and added more beef to the story that Marquinhos has already made Arsenal players, and he's expected to be in the stands as Arsenal plays against Everton. That is on Sunday. That is a very big welcome for this Brazilian in there for you. And it's reported that he has signed a deal of 5 years with Arsenal. That's really very amazing in here for you. And if I told you never knew why this deal is happening quickly like this, he is coming in from Sao Paulo, and Sao Paulo, we are going to lose him on a free if at all he never left this summer. And they said, all right, let's agree a £3 million deal between us and Arsenal, because he rather goes that side and he doesn't go in there for a free. Because very many players nowadays and their agents capitalize onto this. When they don't renew, when they're not given a chance to renew their contract early enough, they really wait in the last year and they tell you, we are not going to sign. If at all you don't sell us, we are really going to go on a free in there for you. And kudos to the Arsenal scouts in there for you, like a man who goes by the names of the Invisible. He was part of the Invisibles, that is the football director, that is Edu Gospa, and going in and starting fetching talent outside, where you'll see Arsenal getting players from Brazil, you'll see Arsenal getting players from Italy. Their scouting network is so vast in there for you. And I'm not surprised with Edu in there, because he was there working for having links in Brazil, because he was in Brazil working with Corinthians in there for you as a footballing director. That's where Arsenal got him and gave him this job. I know he knows every talent that is going to shock the world in the next future, and I really believe that he is that man right to do the job in there for you. And I really send kudos to him, and I really believe that Marquinhos is going to come in and hit the ground running, because he plays mostly off the right attacking side of the midfield, all a right forward, and he cuts in inside. And I'm asking myself, isn't he going to give a man who goes by the names of Bukayo Saka a run for this position? Because he is so swift. He's so swift, and I really believe that Arsenal might be preparing for the departure of Bukayo Saka, because it looks like they're not quite sure that Bukayo Saka is going to renew his contract or is going to be here for a very long period of time as expected. So I really believe that Arsenal might be preparing for that post Bukayo Saka era in there for you. Now, the man that really broke this story goes by the names of Fabrizio Romano. He came out and said, like 4 or 5 days ago, that Arsenal have reached a full agreement with Sao Paulo to sign Marquinhos with the fee in the region of 3.5 million euros in there for you. Guaranteed the player will sign a contract until 2027. That is a man who goes by the names of Fabrizio Romano. I'm sorry, I don't put it on your screen, but Fabrizio Romano was the man that broke this news in there for you, and we now know that Marquinhos is going to be at Arsenal for the next 5 years, and he has been signed from Sao Paulo, and they're really celebrating his coming at a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. So feel free to go into the comment section, tell me what you think about Marquinhos in London for Arsenal Medical, and he's going to be part of that Arsenal team, not on the field of play but in the stands, to watch Arsenal play against a side which goes by the names of Everton in there. If you remember, Everton did wonders yesterday. They came from behind, 2 goals down, they scored 3, and they won that game by 3-2 in there for you. And you never know, they are really going to go at Emirates, not having that urge of playing to stay into the league in there for you, but they know that if at all they win and they get another position further than where they are, they can get it more monies from the Premier League in there for you. But the deal was done yesterday of Everton confirmed they are staying into the Premier League, and Arsenal have to go on and win this one, because I've seen Mikel Arteta coming out and saying that every game is crucial. We have to go on and win every game. You never know what happens in the game of football. That's what Mikel Arteta really came out and said about the game of Everton, that he's not going to give out a chance that the Champions League spot is done. He said that we can still get Champions League football in there for you. That is what Mikel Arteta came out and said about the game of Everton in there for you. But players like Gabriel are expected to return, and Ben White might go in and play a part into that game. But all and that more are really going to come up through into the breakdown of that game of Arsenal versus Everton. I go by the names of Rokani David. This is Rokani Media Football. Endeavor to be into this game or this channel always, because we are really going to be having a marathon of transfers. Arsenal are really going to clinch their first signing of the summer, who goes by the names of Marquinhos, coming in from Brazil. He's a 19-year-old, left-footed. He's a left forward, and I know he can lead the line in there, but he is so much good playing off the right side of the midfield or the right side of the forward in there. That's what I have for you here in here. I sign out for now. See you later, because more news are really gathering up in here, and we are going to bring you all those stories without hastening or without taking time of really criticizing them. We're just going to come in there, bring you the news as it happens in the world of football. Marquinhos, welcome to Arsenal. I'm out.